Welcome to part 3 of House of Hell, a fighting fantasy live read by me, iClorox. In this episode, we find our first real clue behind a creepy-ass window. We open the wrong door, and, of course, we get scared to death. Wah wah. If you're here and you haven't heard episodes 1 and 2, you can find those in the links below. Otherwise, sit back and enjoy part 3. We got it. I want to see what's on the treasure on the mantelpiece. I totally want the loots. All right, I'm gonna make the executive narrator decision here to hit up that loots. The box rattles when you touch it. There's something solid inside. You undo the catch and open the lid. Inside, you find a small key. You try the key in the door and it fits. The key turns and unlocks the door, allowing you to leave the room. Was the door locked before? Is that the right one? 40? Alright. You are in the corner of the landing, and there's an unmarked door to your left. If you wish to go through it, 86, or we can go down the staircase again. We're explorers. We're half scared to death at this point. The door opens to a narrow passageway which ends in a window. There's a door halfway along the left-hand side, and a sign on the door identifies it as the Diabolus Room. If you wish to try this door, turn to 13. If you wish to investigate the window, instead turn to 110. If you're not keen to do either, and would prefer to go back to the door and continue along the landing, turn to 193. Okay, so I'm going to make, you guys decide. I'm going to update our map here real quick. So, alright, so here's the map. So we went 86, there's the window at the end, and there's the Diabolus Room right there. So, alright, we're going to check out the window first, and then we'll see what happens. 110. Curtains are drawn across the window, and you approach cautiously. You gingerly pat the folds in the curtain and are relieved to find nothing there. Of course. Although they seem to be safe, you're still on your guard as you draw them apart. As you do, a thunderclap booms outside and makes you jump, but you're safe. A perfectly ordinary window is uncovered. However, the heavy iron bars on the outside are a little worrying. Through the window, you can see nothing but the rain running down the pane of glass. But curiously, the rain is avoiding one area. Could it be that the wind is blowing the rain away from the corner? You bend down to take a closer look. Written in condensation, which is formed in the glass, is a message. It reads 3 words: Mordana in Abaddon. You repeat this message to yourself and then rub it off the window in case anybody else should see it. This message may be useful to you, and you will realize when it is. If later in the adventure you want to use this message, turn to reference 88. Do not turn to 88 now. Now you must head back to the landing and turn left. 193. Oh, we did not get a chance to check out the Diabolus Room. It is not letting us go back. Okay, so I'm going to write this message down. All right, tell you what. Before we turn back to the landing, we're going to go to 193. I'm going to read that entry, and then we're going to take a 3-minute break. 193. A short distance further on, you come to the top of the main staircase, which leads downward. Immediately opposite the staircase is an unmarked door. All right, so we are at the top of the staircase. We can go down the staircase, 132. We can go to this unmarked door across the landing at 377. Or we can continue along the landing 233. All seem like interesting and viable options. Surely which one will lead us to success in the House of Hell. I'm going to continue on the landing. 233. A few steps past the unmarked door is another unmarked door. If you wish to try this one, 98. Door 98. Otherwise, you can ignore it and continue on to 374. Let's try it. We're going to go in on this door here. You open the door cautiously at first, but all you can see is darkness. So you swing it wide open. Aye! You scream out loudly as a body tumbles forward on top of you. The body is that of an old man, and judging by the expression on his face, his death was not a pleasant one. You must add 3 fear points. You panic and run off around the landing 374. That's what happens when Sassy is not. There's the body. It's not that scary. Oh man. But unfortunately, That Throm is a pansy. That brings us to a grand total of 7 fear points. We are nearly at capacity. All right, I'll take the blame on that one. That was me. Okay, this is body +3 fear. Badness. That was just a jump scare. It's like one of those bad movies. They just jump scares. 374. They're trying to kill us. All right, one more fear and we're done. Officially. The landing turns right and a passage branches off. You may either turn left down the passageway, past a couple of doors before turning left again, or turn right following the landing. Right, you want to go left or right is really what it comes down to. Couple doors or continue to follow the landing. I think, you know, doors are... I guess what are we trying to do in here? We're trying to get out? I guess we're trying to find a way. Left because I don't know. Again, yeah, there's no real motivator here, but it's closer, right? 339. It's a closer number. You are standing by 2 doors. Each has a nameplate. Ahead of you is the Asmodeus room. 154. Asmod. The room to your right is the... Oh, that's the right room. Elbis room. Eblis, sorry, Eblis. Eblis or Asmodeus. The door you try the door of the Asmodeus room. It is locked, but the key is in the lock. You turn it and step into a dimly lit room. A single candle burns on a table on the far side of the room in front of a window. 2 packing crates have been turned upside down to make seats on either side of the table, and there's no other furniture. Your ears prick up at the shuffling sound behind you when you wheel round towards the door. A loud cry comes from behind the door, and a man with thick white hair launches himself at you. He is dressed in a long robe of dirty gray color, and before you can avoid him, he is on top of you. Add 1 fear point and die. Ugh. Resolve your battle with him, white-haired man, skill 7, stab 9. When you've inflicted your first wound on him, turn to 162. Okay, so officially we're dead. Officially we're dead based on total fear, but now the game is how high can we get our fear by the time we cheat our end of the way the book. Okay, so slight modification to our picture here. There we go. All right. That was death number 1. We'll keep track of that as our bookmark. Good game, GG. So that fear came from right there as we fight the white-haired man. Skill 7, stam 9. Okay, let's fight him anyways. We're going to see exactly where we can cap our fear out on the path that we use to get through this book. Because holy crap, that's tough with... I mean, ultimately, we could take off 3 fear from my choice of looking at that zombie in a closet and say we're still alive unofficially. All right, so let's fight this guy. Let's fight this guy and we'll figure it out afterwards. All right, Sassy rolled double 6s on that. This guy is not going to beat us with a 1 less skill on that, so he is... Wow, it's 9 stamina. Holy crap. We need to hit him 5 times to do that, so I need always some more rolling. Let's do it. Shuka shuka. Somebody's got to beat a 10. Oh, damn. Sassy rolled and beat a 10. Good job. All right. All right, Warpigs has got another 10. That beats that 8. That's 3 hits. Let's get the next one in here. Somebody's got to beat an 11. Beat my roll. Wow. Good job, Magpie. You tied. All right, so ties go to us. 1 more hit against this white-haired man. Trying to scare us to death. All right, Sassy gets the death blow. He rolled an 8 or a 7, and we got a 9. So we have killed the white-haired man. We lashed out and gave him the old throat poke, and he died. 162. Good job, team. Your attacker reels from the blow, and you have a moment to catch your breath and consider what to do next. leap in and finish him off, hold up your hands to indicate you mean no harm, or run for the opposite door. All right, so we have a choice. We beat him into a state of submission, and now we have a chance to decide whether we're going to finish him off or just chill out. We are going to hands up, no harm. Sounds like 313. The man hesitates and eyes you suspiciously. You tell him you mean no harm and that you're only looking for a way out of the house. Fool! He screams. Do you expect me to believe your feeble lies? You are one of them, and if they are to punish me, they will find that I will not give in without a fight. With those words, he advances towards you. Do you wish to persuade him that you are not one of them? Ask him how you can convince him he's wrong, or spring at him quickly to get the first blow. This guy seems determined. I mean, maybe the book seems determined to get us to try to pound him. I mean, I'm open to having him, let's ask him what it's going to take to convince him. Ha! He laughs, continue to advance you as you back towards the window. All right, then, if you really are not one of the Master's brethren, make the sign of the cross. You consider his harmless request. You touch your forehead, then your chest, then each shoulder, and look back at him. His eyes open wide. It is true, he exclaims. You really are an outsider. Oh, my friend, how can you forgive me for my inexcusable attack? How was I to know? For none of the Master's followers would dare to cross themselves. You tell him that you accept his apologies and ask him whether he can help you. You wish to ask him how to escape from the house, or how to defeat the Master. Both pieces of good information. You think that I'd ask him both those questions, but no. We only get one choice. All right, there we go. Escape or defeat? He's probably going to tell us that we can't escape, right? Or else he would have escaped already if there was a way. So there's got to be some way for us to defeat the Master. Yeah. Let's be aggressive. I agree. Total. Let's bring it on. There you go. There's the aggressive inside cheerleader movie joke. Okay. 105 to defeat the Master. Defeat the Master, eh? He says, watching you carefully. My word. Our friend certainly cannot be said to have modest ambitions. You will never defeat the Master, for he has only one weakness. He may only be killed with the crysknife, and that is hidden in a room with a secret entrance. I know only that the room is downstairs and that you will need a password to open it. But I do not know what the password is. Old Mordana knew the password, but she died some time ago. If you know what's best for you, you will leave while you can. You ask him whether the two of you should leave together, but he shakes his head. I cannot leave here without seeking my revenge, or dying in the attempt. I must leave you now. He checks the passageway, then nips out. If you will follow him, 378, or do you wish to first check the table and boxes? What is this guy's deal? Like, what's the revenge? I'm curious to follow him, to see where he's going. What do you guys think? Follow? Or, rummage through his belongings? Alright, so old Mordana knew the password. Oh, interesting. Mordana is the name that we wrote down, right? Mordana in Abaddon. Okay, she knew the password to get into the secret room to get the crysknife. Window password is the key. What does that mean? Oh, maybe. Okay, so, old Mordana. Will you follow him? We wanted to check. Check the tables and boxes. Is December saying, let's do that? Okay, 213. We'll check. 213. The table is quite ordinary. You feel underneath it, but can find nothing exceptional there. The packing crate on the left feels light. You tip it up to have a look underneath, but you find nothing inside. But the crate on the right is heavy. You kick it with your foot and it does not move. Do you wish to lift it to see what's inside, or leave it alone and walk back out to the hallway? 378. What was this guy sitting on this whole time? 378. It's probably just like a head that'll roll out from under the crate and scare us even more at this point. Yeah, we're definitely going to pursue this and see what the peak fear is as a bit of an experiment to see exactly how scared we can get in this book and what we would have had to roll on this path to not be scared to death. All right, well, you know, given that it's probably a zombie, we should probably not open it. We should just nip back out. All right, so I'm going to make a decision here. We know that we can. Really, the goal is to get the crysknife, and that's downstairs. So let's go. Oh man, that's so tempting, though. All right, we're already dead. So just a finger bookmark to see. I don't want to die again. 378.
You died like 4 or 5 times the last time.
I know we don't have a record of dying. 378. All right. We'll look. We'll look. Oh wait. That's the one we want to go to if we don't look. 134. What's hidden inside? You bend down and grasp the crate by its corners. With a heave, you lift it into the air. The sight at your feet horrifies you, and you must add 2 fear points for the fright. Out of the upturned box drops the limp body of a lifeless animal. The creature is perhaps a well-worn sheep, or more likely a goat, but it is difficult to identify. It has been decapitated. You turn away, fighting down the feeling of nausea, and make for the door. What? All right. What the heck? Okay. A headless goat. Good times. That was 2 fear points? Alright, we're going to go max fear here. We're +2 at this point. That was crazy. I'm sure we would have smelled that at some point. Unless, of course, it's like headless goat jerky at that point, which is just even more fearful. Fear-inducing. Alright, we're going to now go back out the hallway. Yeah, 378. The hallway outside is clear. You decide against turning right and follow the passageway, which is a dead end. You may enter the Eblis room to your immediate left, or you may continue back towards the landing and follow it. So we can go back towards the landing, or we can check out Avlis. Well, we know we have to go downstairs. So I think we go back to the landing, 272. We have to find our way back downstairs at some point. Well, you know what? Let's just what could possibly go wrong, right? Let's see. Maybe we check out the room as well. I agree with you, December. 125. You enter a dimly lit room and close the door behind you. First mistake. The room is empty apart from a dressing table and a large bed, but you can hear music playing. Do you wish to search the room to make sure it's safe, or leave straight away and head back to the landing? Well, we're in here. And I like how they say search the room to make sure it's safe, not search the room for any potential threats. I think that now that we're in here, let's go to 239. There are no hiding places in the room. The bed is solid and reaches down to the floor. You appear to be safe, but suddenly your ears prick up as you hear a shuffling sound outside. Footsteps are approaching along the passageway. With ears peeled, you listen. The shuffling stops outside your door. Will you wait to see who's there, or make other plans? All right, do we wait, or make other plans? Bum bum bum. I want to know what our other plans could be. At this point, it's like knock down a wall and run away. All right, we're gonna wait. War pigs in December say wait. Let's see. 369. You watch the door handle cautiously, preparing yourself for whoever or whatever should appear. The handle turns, and then it's released. The shuffling noise disappears down the passageway. Your visitor has decided to leave this room alone. Breathing a sigh of relief, you sit down at the bed. But what will your next plan be? Would you like to take a short nap and perhaps gain some stamina? Would you rather leave the room and either follow the passage around or return to the landing? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, please consider a like and subscribe to support the channel. And get ready for more adventures in the House of Hell.